Good afternoon, Trinidad and Tobago. I'm Kamal Georges. This is Headline News on CNC3 and the TBC Radio Network. Scores of supporters have participated in a march in Port of Spain calling for the resignations of Attorney General Anand Ramlogan and Justice Minister Herbert Volney over the fiasco of Section 34 of the Administration of Justice Act. The march, the President's office, was led by opposition leader Dr Keith Rowley.
You ever read the Bible? Where two or three are gathered together, you can imagine when thousands are gathered.
Leader of the Movement for Social Justice, David Abdullah, kept good on his word and joined the march, insisting that those responsible for the proclamation of Section 34 of the Act, which could have led to the corruption cases against businessmen Ishwagal Baransing and Steve Ferguson being dismissed, must be called to account.
This proclamation of Section 34 is an issue about democracy in the country and governance. As you know, MSJ's position has always been about proper governance in Trinidad and Tobago, and therefore we are here to say that those who were responsible for that must be held to account.
And there are more questions than answers about the proclamation of Section 34 of the Administration of Justice Act. This after head of the Legislative Review Committee Legal Affairs Minister Prakash Ramadar made it clear this morning that the contents of the clause which were approved by the committee and debated in the lower house were fundamentally different from what was passed in the Senate and later proclaimed. The question is who made the changes to the bill before it reached the Senate. While he refused to point fingers, Minister Ramadar would only tell a news conference that the changes to the bill did not come before the Legislative Review Committee.
As it turned out, the Section 34 amendment, which was introduced in the Senate, never came before the LRC for its determination nor its input. That came unilaterally from the Senate. It was unanimously voted upon and brought back down to the House. Let me just say that I want to apologize to this nation for any part I took to have contributed to this fiasco. But things are done in an environment of trust, and sometimes, that trust may be not necessarily well-founded.
Minister Ramadar says if there was any deliberate attempt by any government minister to hoodwink the population, then decisive action should be taken against them. National Security Minister Jack Warner is boasting there has been no murder in Laventille for the past 9 days.
The last murder in Laventille took place on September the 9th. On that day, Robert Farrell from Beverly Hills was killed, and also Era John, Beverly Hills. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 9 days. 9 days, not a murder in Laventille. You're here, boo.
Fresh from talks with residents of John last Friday, Minister Warner will now meet with residents of Beverly Hills this afternoon. In sports, the West Indies Cricket Board has announced that Jamaican management consultant Michael Murriad has been appointed the new Chief Executive Officer of the regional governing body. Stay with us for another news update to the top of the hour. For all the day's top stories, join us for a major newscast at 7.